Hey, sorry folks, it's showing live. Hopefully we are now at this point. We're battling some issues here for sure. But we're in the fifth end here. Tuscan Curlers made a good shot through the port. Salvage one in the fourth. We're in the fifth end. Carillas with the hammer.
Yeah, just like for those, we were cut out though. For those that were just joining us again, we are live. The Carillas against the Tuscan Curlers. Tuscan being from Austin. The Carillas are kind of a mishmash. But we are, we're in the fifth end. We had a couple blanks. 1 and 2 were both blanked. So we're tied 1-1 after 4. We got yellow with hammer. That's the Carillas, and we are going to see what happens here. We got a potential for another blank. It doesn't look like they have any biters or anything like that, so it may not look clean in front of that house, Brian, but they're trying to keep the score sheet as clean as possible, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are. There's that one yellow out on the wing. Looks like he's going after it.
Come on, Jay! Hard, Jay! Up!
Okay, scooted past that guard and roll inside.
Yeah, sit one. I think they're looking for a little bit more roll, but I think at the same time, I think that the angle is still there just to kind of do a similar shot. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, that was a good shot. With this much ice, he might just be looking to chip it out. Nice shot there. Lost the shooter, but I think that was expected. That was a pretty tight line.
Yeah, I think anytime you're playing to the wings like that, I think that's what you're looking for. If you're Tuscan Curlers here, just that if they're going to throw a shot like that, their probably only option is going to be to roll out. Now with yellow has hammer, red's trying to manufacture a force here. Looks like they're just going to go with the straight draw. Not exactly sure if there's much else, to be perfectly honest. Oh, we got cowbells for sheet C.
All right.
Yeah, cowbells for sheet C. Looks like Rock Creek team just went ahead and blew some things up there in the middle. Now it looks like they're sitting shot with hammer. We're down to skip stones, but it looks like they both still have their skip stones to go. So we'll see what happens there. We'll keep everyone posted as long as we can. As long as we can keep the live stream going, huh?
Yeah, it's been a little fickle today.
It might be tired of us, Brian. That's all.
I think so.
Yeah. Just as much as the curlers are tired, so's the internet.
It is. Well, the skip indicated he was a little wide on this throw. That might have been a good thing, but because I still think he's going to tick off of this guard. Yeah, he did.
Oh, look at that. Is that
but
biting?
He does.
No, not biting.
Not biting. Hard to tell on our teeny monitor, but the bigger overhead, it looks like it's not quite there, huh,
yeah,
Tony?
it looks like we got a little white space in there. So, I think you play on this, kind of roll over. At this point, Brian, do you you're in the fifth end. Do you like the blank, or do you like the, do you like taking the one in the fifth?
I would like to go ahead and blank it, take that hammer to the even end, right?
I think that's what you lean towards. I think this is a personal preference here, just with how tight and how close this game has been. Hanging one on the board, it may not be the worst thing here.
Right. Yep. I think he's going to get his blank. No, he's not. He's going to stick around.
He's sticking around.
Yep.
They're liking to take the one.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Brian, I don't hate it. I know it probably goes most against philosophy, but at the same time, with as close as this game is going, there's something to be said about having a lead.
Sure.
In the back half of the game,
Yep. Well, it's been all straight numbers so far for this game. We haven't seen a crooked one yet, so straight one could be good.
Yep. We got Skip Stones coming down on with Dave. Dave's looking for a draw for one. The force is on sheet C. We'll see how he does here. Sweepers are not touching Dave's rock here, as we have Carillas bringing their first stone. There might be a little curl.
Line's okay, a little bit wide though.
That is going to be a steal of 2 for the team from Coyotes Curling Club. So that's going to put them up 5-2 on sheet C.
Yep, touch center.
Maybe 6-2. Did you say that was a score of 2 for Unterborn?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so we got a guard in play here on sheet B. It's like Tuscan's calling for a corner.
Just for the record, if anyone's wondering what's happening on sheet A, we're talking about guards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guards in play on sheet A.
We do.
Technically that's a biter, so we won't call that a guard, but
Won't count that one, but there's still 7 guards in
Holy
front of
buckets.
that. Yeah, we got 2 biters, one on the wing of 12 foot and one on the back of 12 foot. I think it's sitting one red, the one on the back of 12 foot for Team Bicycle, I believe is Shot Rock at this point.
And it looks like they do not have hammer, so well, maybe they do.
A little bit wide again.
That's got to be the fifth end. So yeah, so they do have hammer. So
Yep, got a curl bunch too. Got a curl. Okay, don't want it too deep here. Whoa. Biter, and then off. Okay, yeah. All right, good sweep, guys.
Okay, Carillas put one top 12, pretty much edge on edge from the guard.
Just forward, Jay. Keep it low weight. Wide. Whoa.
oh man, on sheet A we got once again some more cowbells. Zoe with her first stone throws a biter top 12. So we got 2 stone. They're sitting 2 right now, and the final rock for Team Yellow is getting ready to be thrown here on our feature sheet. Once again, we got an open house, and looks like we're just going to draw behind some guard and try to manufacture some points here. Across the way over on sheet C, Coyotes Curling Club piled 2 more in, so they are sitting 2.
Yeah, it's a little deep.
And then over on sheet A, Yellow hat, Team Coolers from Denver Curling Club has firm grasp on this end. They are sitting 3, and they are up 6-0. So we'll see what happens here, but that could be early handshakes. On that one. As Yellow draws it down in the back of the house, we'll see what Ben calls here. I think we are set for Ryan Colin.
Whoa! It's got a curl. This has got a curl. Go outside. Mine's fine. It's by the guard. 12-3. Go, Will, go! Go, Will, go!
Not able to shoot that out of the house, so red sitting shot in the back of the house. Not ideal, but at the same time, you know, in jeopardy, sitting back 12 for 200. What is shot rock? So I gotta imagine Carilla's gonna just go ahead and handle their business and take care of this stone right here. Sit 1-2 after this shot. Anytime that you're playing to the back of the house is always a dangerous game, but sometimes you just gotta play the cards that you're dealt.
Lines are here wide. That's the curl. Yeah, we got it. We're gonna click it still. I got it. That works. Good shot, Adam. Yeah, we got it. Good shot. I like coming around this way. If we bury here, great. If we tap, that's fine. Quick T-weight.
And as you heard, Will, that spills out. Now Ben's just trying to call for the draw again. They still have Yellow still has 1 in the house, but again it's back 12, so not necessarily too worried about that at this point. They're just trying to manufacture a steal or get some rocks in play to where they are. They have options at the end of the end.
Yep! Narrow! Yep! Hit the guard! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Great shot!
Nice little tap play right there. Very nice controlled weight from Colin.
Yeah! I mean, I think we're running something. Do you want early guard? Yeah, like our own? Yeah, I think that's the better target. This is a little risky. I think we try to nose run right here. Normal. Yeah.
I like that call, Tony. Always preferable to run your own color stone instead of the opponent's.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Sometimes you may be left with running a different color, which
Yeah, that happens.
you know. But if you had a chance to play on your own color, I think that's ideally what you're looking for. That's actually a really great run right
Got
there.
just
by
enough of it
Grant.
to get it out.
Yep.
Okay. So now Curzilla is sitting shot. I'll be at the back of 12 foot, but nonetheless.
Hey, Mark, did she just raise that on it?
Let's play that same shot.
What, she
T-weight.
just raised her own? Or she raised the other teams? Yeah. Did Zoe just raise the other teams on that one?
Outside!
I think that's what happened. Looks like they moved the score. Man, that's brutal.
That's good.
Yeah, we're just trying to get an update from Sheet A, and it looks like Zoe on her last rock got a little unlucky,
Yep.
clipping a guard and raising the other team's rock for a steal for the last stone draw, last of the draws.
Yep.
What are they? Luck of the draw.
Luck of the draw it is.
Luck of the draw. They most definitely had luck of the draw on that one, where Zoe just kind of handled some business for them. So now those girls are down 6-1, looking to manufacture a multiple point end, but they got a chance. It's only the 6th end, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, just a draw to the button, basically.
An update over on sheet D. Looks like the Coolers stole another 2 in the 4th. So they are up 6-0 now, playing in the 5th end.
See, Brian, that's where your angle does not allow you to see. But in the 5th, Red had hammer and they scored 1. So it's
They have 1. Okay.
6-1 on
6-1 on D. Thanks, Tony.
Yep.
Got a pillar right in front of me.
And then on sheet C, the Rock Creek boys are they're putting up a fight here. They're setting up some good ends. It looks like they're struggling finding draw weight, though. Is from everything that I'm seeing, everything's kind of to the back of the house. And they're just trying to, they're left chasing after the first 3 stones. Bang calling for some hard sweep. Let's see. They might be. Are they shooting the port? Nope. I gotta imagine that yellow's still shot. I can't tell from the fisheye overhead camera here, but
yeah, I think Curzilla's still sitting 1. It's close.
You know, they get by that top red right there, and they're actually sitting really, really nice. And unfortunately, they got the little rub right there, and now it's just going to take I would imagine, just a clean stone cold draw from the Carillas here. Oh, they're going to try to guard that. Yep. I guess there's plan A, plan B. So just depending on whatever the shot comes in at. I got every bit of faith, though, in this Austin team that they're going to be able to manufacture something out of one miss is a miss. Everybody misses in curling, right? That's curling.
Right.
Just as a reminder to everyone that's out there listening, we are live, so you can feel free to send us your chats, questions, anything like that. We are here willing to answer. I may not be as good as the infamous Dave Falco, but speaking of Dave Falco, him and the ice crew got this ice just running really nice on a very, very tight schedule with the number of teams that we have cooking here this weekend. They've done a fantastic job. Nancy, one of the main organizers, did a great job in making everyone feel welcome. I think this is what you're looking for anytime that you come to a 5U competition. You got good curling, you got good ice, and you just got great people and a great event.
That was a really good draw there by Carillas. Just biting 4 foot, at least half, if not 2/3 buried.
Yeah, I think it's left Ben playing another one. There is an in-off.
His reds are almost lined up. It's, again, hard to tell from this angle, but it's close. It might shoot over the top. I'm just not sure.
It's going to be close. Well, here's what this is going to do for you, Brian. Even when you play off of this, line, right? If for some reason that this does tap it back, or it is able to create some room there, those 2 rocks are probably going to go away, leaving an open shot for a draw, no matter which way that yellow tries to guard it up.
I think he's kind of contemplating now of how hard he wants to go after this. I mean, you could essentially go as back line to hack weight too, and
Yeah, I think
just push that red open over into the top of 8 foot maybe. I still think it's going to shoot over the top, but we'll see.
Yeah, based on the way that the angles are there, I think you're right, Brian. I think it does miss it. They might be able to get a click, but the only way that they're going to be able to get that click is if they throw like normal to peel at this.
Right.
So I can't imagine that they're throwing down weight with that broom. So we'll see it. We'll see what Ben does here, but I don't hate this call one bit, especially if it's going to open this up for a draw later, because they've been playing to this side of the sheet this whole entire end. And again, since the Carillas took only one, that's all these guys really need in the even ends to keep this game all squared up.
That's it. Okay, we'll see where this one's going.
Just like that.
Yep, he did get a little click, push it farther in, but it is accessible now, so they're probably going to be guarding that up.
It is still shot. Red sitting second, yellow sitting third, and that might be fourth in the front there biting, and there might be one biting in the back there since they're not moving it.
Yep.
So now, if you're yellow, you're trying to make a play on this to where, again, they're just forcing that draw. I think they might be just forcing this here on the outturn side of the sheet and see what happens. I think the in-off is still there for both sides. That yellow might be slightly exposed with the down weight hit, but with the amount of curl on this ice, that'll be a touchy shot, which Ben's plenty capable of making, but we'll see what happens. We did get a question, Brian. We are playing a full 8 ends across the sheet, no matter the time. If we're here for 7 hours, that's what we're doing. We're dedicated for a full 8 ends.
So be it.
Yeah. No, these guys are actually playing on pretty decent time. We got a couple sheets that are behind, but this feature sheet is playing behind. I don't hate that.
No, probably not the intended result, but it didn't hurt him a whole lot.
The button is open for a draw, and I think that's what you'll see Ben kind of go to. I really don't see a way to get to, especially since that hit actually improved where shot stone was for him. So now it's completely buried behind those two guards, and now it looks like he's going just for the straight stone cold draw. We'll see where this ends up.
Yep. Hammerstone on the way. They're leaning on it hard. At least get second shot out of this. Not quite enough. Or Carillas will steal of one. The Tuscan Curlers will take the hammer into the 7th end.
house, honestly, if it's there. I would rather really low, not high. Yeah. You're in low as you can. Low as you can. Yep. All right, good shot, Encho. Good shot. 3. Line's good. 3. Let me need it. Hard. Yep. Yep. As far as you can go.
Stepped away. I stepped away there,
Hard.
but it looks like we had a steal, eh?
Yep.
All right. Good job, way to carry.
Okay, setting up that corner guard. Tuscan Curlers. Gorillas looking to bring one in.
Line's good. Okay. Line looks great, but
They're on it right away. They must feel it's a little light.
okay. If it's a 3, then leave it as a low 3. I don't think we're gonna curl enough to get around. Low 3. Yep. Still gotta go. Yep. Still gotta go. Yep. Oh wow. That was an extra late. Yeah, it kind of like died right there. 5. Line's great.
Smart. Our own cowbell.
Line's good. Whoa, got a curl. All right, think it's off the guard now. Line's good. Whoa. Collar. Deep is fine. It's got a berry. It's got a berry. Where's it? Not buried
I'm
yet.
trying to
Not buried
sweep
yet.
this one
Keep going.
back as far as I can.
Keep going.
That's a good sweep.
How much? 2/3. Oh, okay, that's enough. Yeah, let's go control.
It's like a lot of ice for control, but
Gorillas, go for the hit and roll.
Line's good.
inside to out, that's actually really good.
Yes, line. Whoa.
Line looks pretty good.
Whoa.
They should get a roll to the center here.
Great shot, Adam.
Nice shot.
Yeah, pops out on the other side. I think now you'll see Ben kind of do the hit and stick underneath. Yep.
Right.
Tell you what, right here, a good shot from Colin puts that Gorillas into a chasing situation.
Yes, it would.
And it looks like we have handshakes on sheet D. Team Coolers from Rock Creek are going to be your D event winners. So good
the
for
Coolers from DCC.
them. The Coolers.
Line's good.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they actually made it to the semifinals of the same event last year. So good,
Really?
good for them getting a pin and good trophy for them.
Yeah, so that was Kim and Josh and Tommy and Becky. I actually worked with them a couple times in the last couple weeks, so I'm glad they pulled it through and played well. It was nice to see.
Normal. Okay. I don't even care if we get both of them. That's great for us.
I believe I had two of the guys on the opposing team in my original their original Learn to Curl about a year and a half ago, maybe. So a couple 2-year teams.
Yeah, it's got a curl. That's the curl. Okay, we got. Yeah, that's curl good. Yep, that works. Good deal. Yep.
Uh-oh. We also have handshakes on sheet A.
Wow.
You want to play there?
So luck of the draw. Looks like they're coming out on top there. Fan favorite junior girls. Unfortunately, we're not able to do much there in the 6th end. So we are we're down to our last couple sheets here. And with our sheet C, our B event final, it's now 7-2. Red sitting 1 underneath cover. And the team from Rock Creek is most definitely up against it. So we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, sheet C is looking well. Tony, do you know what the monkey said when he got his tail caught in the lawnmower?
I wish I did.
It won't be long now.
Oh,
So
there you go.
that's what it's looking like on sheet C.
There you go.
This guy right here. How much?
Backline hack at most.
Okay. Let's do that, and if we clip our guard out of the way, I ain't mad at it.
It's a quarter.
Quarter? We could draw right to it too. Do you like that?
Either works.
Okay. I think when we draw, you want to be at least T. Yeah, either T.
So here's the thing, Brian. What has put these two teams here in this particular situation is that these two teams are very familiar with each other. Both the skips are leaning on their team as a whole to make shot calls. You just saw a great example of that with Will and Grant making the conversation. And when push comes to shove, everyone, including Antoinette, she's partaking in the shot choice, which if you are a new curler or a new team, I highly recommend. Everyone's input is input, but ultimately that comes down to the shot maker.
Right, yep.
Who won this B final? Do you remember?
The Gorillas.
The Gorillas beat them in the
in the B final.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's cool that it's a rematch.
Yeah.
Like good.
I was just talking with Dave Falco. Did he mention it to you earlier, Brian? So these two teams actually met earlier this year in Scottsdale or Phoenix in the B event final.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of nice to see them graduate to an A event final. And that way they can get their stuff. We got some teams coming off the ice.
Certainly,
here.
yep. Now, luck of the draw on Team Bicycler coming off the ice.
Yeah, so your two options are either this and try to double or just sit on it.
Luck of the draw with the C event final winner and Team Bicycler. Nice runner-up finish for them.
Yep.
Some tired faces on this team here. We're looking tired.
Yeah.
We are looking
It's
tired.
been a long 3 days.
Line's good. Yes, line. Yes, line.
And Gorillas looks like they're trying to get this one into the crotch and get rid of both of them.
Great shot, Grant. Yeah.
Good hit and little roll.
Yeah, I think if
Good
you,
backing.
if you're looking for a plan B, if you can't get rid of both of them, now Ben's just gonna try to unlock both of those.
Pretty good result. Yep.
Yep. If he can unlock both of those, then maybe he can still get at that yellow. Try to get a multiple point end here. But this is a big stone right here. I know it's not the end, but Ryan with a good hit right here can set this team up really nice.
Whoa, it's got a curl. Whoa. Whoa, still got a curl.
Out just a little bit. I think that Yellowstone's not going anywhere. Back a couple inches, still under cover.
Still under cover, half exposed. You got to see what Will's going to do here as far as that. But I think, yep. Here's where you're playing the scoreboard, Brian. You're trying to mitigate how much happens.
Yep.
I don't mind the guard. I also don't mind the play on the red. Just in the simple fact that when push come to shove, you're up by 2 in the 7th end. And if they score here, you're forced into 1. that's when you know you have an advantage, and you're still taking Hammer into the 8th with the 1-point lead.
Well, I believe the call here was probably for about top 4 button and force them to make a really good draw for their 1. If they miss it, then you know, could get as many as 2. Go up 5-1 without in the 8th. Not a bad position to be in.
Mine's good. Fill up like here. Or
Little deeper than he wanted there, I think. Opens up the door for a little come around tap. Sit 2.
Yes, sir. And just with the tap, you're looking for a little backing, maybe a little catcher in the back end there, so then that way if they're coming with the heat, you got something where your redstones are able to sit on. This is crunch time, though, here for Ben. I said it once again. I said it before, and I'm going to say it once again. A good shot right here. They still have a chance, and I think that if you were to talk to this team right now, for them to have the ability to score multiple points right here after the way that they've played this first half of this end, they're going to take that.
Sure.
While Ben's getting ready here, I see some chat going on in the live stream. If you have not made it to that DFW event, the Steers and Beers event that happens in the middle of the summer. Yes, I know it's Dallas and Texas in the summertime.
Oh.
And I know it's arena ice, but I promise you that's a party. And that's a good time. So most dedicated clubs are closed at that time. So if you're looking for something to go to that's going to be able to we got a rain.
Got a little wick off of that.
It might work out.
It might. Look at that.
Wow. Not the shot he was looking for, but it worked out. But to finish my point, that DFW event, if you haven't made it and you live in Texas, that's one go-to.
a little loud. Mine's on. A little loud, maybe. Where is it? What way?
All right, Will here with his first skip stone,
Oh, boy.
or actually last skip stone.
Yep, last rock. I think they definitely want that as far as they can get it. That's a little short, so he's going to open up the door here. We got a red-yellow combo here.
Let's see if we can hear what Ben's going to say.
I think you got to look to that out-turn side, don't you? See if you can get some movement of that second rock of yellow that's sitting 2. I see a potential for 3 there.
There's most definitely a potential for 3. Be interesting to see what kind of weight he's throwing at this.
Not going to take much more than backline or backline plus. That's about where that broom's set.
Sweeper on it, out of hand.
On it fast for line. Nope, they're off now.
On, oh yeah.
Now they're curling it. Now they're off.
Whoa.
Looks a touch wide to me.
That's still only one.
Okay, one red.
I know Ben wants that one back. I know I've
Yeah.
played against Ben multiple times. I know Ben wants that one back. I look like a little wide on the slide. You know, I'm not one to critique because I'm not the most perfect person either. But at the same time, that was, you know, I know for a fact Ben wants that back. Even if he just punches that back and for some reason that spills out or does something, they only get 2.
Yeah.
Tie this thing up going into 8. Now you're looking for a lot of guards right here, and try to get something fancy to happen.
Yep, they need to manufacture a steal here and take it to an extra end. Carillas are going to have the hammer here, so they're going to do what they can to keep it clean for sure.
For those watching, looking for an update, we did have handshakes in our D event. We had handshakes in our A event. We got C event our B event going on sheet C, where it looks like red is sitting shot, maybe yellow. It's really close, but red with their delivery. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there is a mess in front of this house. So
Wing draw.
I'm not exactly sure what the call will be here. Honestly, this is something. As Antoinette's delivering her first on here, looks like she is just going to the wing.
Yeah, make sure we're in the house. Yep. Take a look. I think we're here. Yeah, 4-5's good.
At this point, when you have the lead in the 8th, don't need any point. 1 point's just fine. Any counter is just as good as a guard at this point in time, and in fact better than a guard, because you most certainly don't want anything in front of the house, which is exactly why you're seeing Ben go tap, looking for another centerline guard, staggered guard somewhere in there. Trying to keep you updated here on sheet C, as looks like this is going to be a make or break moment here for the Rock Creek team.
Got a curl. Where is it? Stop. Whoa. Good. Got a curl. Ryan. Ryan. Got a curl. Whoa. 14-3.
All right, they got another guard in place. It's not staggered like they were looking for, but it is another guard. So at some point in time, the Carillas are going to have to mess with that, or have to deal with that. Over on sheet C, looks like we have handshake. So it looks like the team from Coyotes Curling Club is going to take down the B event. Not exactly sure what happened in that last end, but looks like they're all smiles over there. So looks like good curling from one team, and the other team fought hard but just couldn't pull it out. So good for them. Great showing by that Rock Creek crew. I know for a fact that Phoenix team has traveled around a little bit, so we are we're proud of those boys in the Rock Creek Curling Club.
Yeah.
So there's only one game left on the ice here. It's our featured sheet. It's a tie one. The Tuscan Curlers are looking to manufacture a steal, and that way we can go from there.
Jump in there, Lyle. Go ahead. Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can.
Right there.
Just, it's live, Lila. Here we are. We're in the final end, and we're looking to create some action. And who else better to create action than Lila herself? If you've been watching some live stream, tuning in, you've been hearing her all weekend. from the other sheets. She's the loudest one in the room, and we love her all for it. So how are you, Lila? How'd you end up? I don't think it maybe necessarily turned out the way you wanted.
Yeah, it didn't, but it happens.
Minus your last game, how about the rest of the weekend? You want to speak to the event?
Pretty solid, a lot of fun. We learned that my little brother has a gambling problem, so yeah.
There are always first steps to a problem, and that's admitting when you do have a problem. So at least we're aware. Now we can all watch out for it, for sure.
Of course.
So let me ask you a question, Lila.
Uh-huh.
You are Yellow Rocks right now.
I'm Yellow Rocks.
And we're right here on this bottom left screen.
Great.
You are up by 1.
With Hammer.
With Hammer.
Line's good.
What's the best way that you are going to secure your 1 point, or even just like forcing it, whether it's a force or just making sure that you win this game? How are you doing that?
Well, where are we? We're in seconds first rock?
That's correct.
Yeah. I might have made the move to peel that top center guard, but I think the hit and roll call was also fine. The issue here is if Red makes this hit and roll, you got a double peel for your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a great point. I think one of the things on this level that I think people are remiss to do is hit as soon as you possibly can. Peel those guards,
for sure.
especially when you have the lead, right?
Yeah.
So because a good shot right here,
you're screwed.
We could use better terminology than that, but yeah, that's layman terms. That's what it is, and not enough roll there, but that's okay.
Yeah.
How much?
That guard is high enough though that you probably could second guess yourself there.
I like that. Okay, so now let's flip the script.
2/3. Okay.
If you are Red, down 1 without Hammer, and we're in our current position here, what's your play?
I would throw up another guard. Honestly, I'd start off center guards for my lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Line's good.
I don't know.
So yeah, there's nothing wrong with more guards, but when you when push come to shove, I think you're trying to play to your team's strength. Is there a strength that your team necessarily has, like when you're doing this? Like, do you guys prefer the draws, or do you prefer the hit and rolls? Like, where are you guys at?
Hit and rolls. We might not always make them more often, but for some reason we're more confident in them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are U18 national championship contenders. I mean, you guys won 3 games this year. Congratulations on that. That's big time.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. And then did you not just recently go to the U21? Was that you that went to the U21s?
That was a qualifier. This season I've played in 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. All right, just making sure. I didn't want to overstep my boundary there. So thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
So as Redstone comes in here, you most definitely want this sitting shot. Undercover, ideally, which is why you're seeing the curl.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
That's a peach.
Yeah. If I'm Yellow, I would probably rip it or try the run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if it does overcurl, I think you call for the rip. And
Yeah.
then if it overcurls and it's just a straight run, then, it is what it is. At some point in time, though, in order for Red to get, I guess Red really only needs 1 if they want to take it to an extra end without. What would be your preference here? Obviously, win the game. We're trying to win the game, right?
Yeah.
So, do you take the risk to try to get the deuce, or are you just trying to get to an extra end?
Well, it depends on how risky it is. If
Okay.
it's a hit and roll, take the 2, right? If it's a run, maybe the extra end where you have Hammer, right? You have a pretty good chance of you keep it clean.
Yeah. I think percentages are going to tell you that. Do not watch draw number 8 from 3 p.m. yesterday on my game, but I guess I was trying to win the game, Lila. That's all I was
Yeah.
doing.
Nobody can blame you for trying. Honestly.
All right, so here you come. Looks like we got Ryan here with, I don't know if this is his first or second. Looks like his second.
Yeah.
just playing a tap game?
Looks like it.
If this gets inside, roll that shooter. Roll it. All right, that's fine. Yeah. Come on, Will. Right.
And there you go. Now sitting 1-2.
I think we have to run this one.
Both semi
Half of the shot of this guy? Yeah.
guarded, but the thing that you have to remember, yellow has hammer sitting in their back pocket. And this is where these strategy comes into play.
I don't know if I like this call, but it's I think harder than the yellow run. What do you think?
Yeah, I think when you're here, nobody likes clearing their own. Nobody likes to feel ashamed, but I think that in this particular situation, it does call for it. But if they make this shot,
Not quite.
Not quite. And then I guarantee, yep, exactly. You're going to see Ben come with another guard it up, make it as difficult as possible, and hang somewhere high in that 3-guard zone, maybe even touching top 12.
Puts yellow in a tough spot right here.
How about the ice, Lila? How are you guys finding the ice this week? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What's the criticism that you have, if there is one?
Dave tells me not to blame the ice, but sometimes I don't listen. I think it took us a minute to figure it out. It was certainly slower than I've played on in previous weeks. Yeah.
Do you think that might have something to do with a little bit of weather and the outside conditions as well?
Oh, for sure. It was freezing in there.
It was chilly. So yeah, I agree with you. I do think maybe the speed was down, but the curl was very consistent. Even if it was down, the time was very consistent in its own right. So that does take some time to adjust to. That part I understand, but it looks like that shot obviously was not slow. Carried to the back of the house, and now I think that you are going to see yellow come in with something right onto the back at the top of that, or even freeze right on that one in the top 4 foot.
Yeah, probably ideally pretty much splitting tee.
It's okay, buddy.
We tried to throw Tony on that last shot and I missed it.
So did I. All right, let's see what Will's got here for us. Will's been shooting really well all game. I know that you haven't been watching it since you just came off the ice, but this dude has been locked in and has found draw weight. We'll see what happens. Looks like he's a little wide.
Yeah, it's really got to move.
And that's the commentator's curse right there. Like saying that he's had it dialed in, and my dude just throws it all the way through the house.
Oof.
Probably something to do with that San Francisco 49ers hat he's wearing.
Oh, shots fired. I was thinking nerves, but you can take that.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Just throw up that guard. Hope it doesn't slip in.
We are guarding for our lives right now.
For real. Hopefully you can get a piece tucked under the yellow so that run is completely taken away.
There is no sweep on this, so we might be hot, Lila.
Uh-oh.
And wide.
Not a great combo.
Yeah, 2 wrongs don't make a right in curling. Hardly ever. Yeah, at least sweep it to the back. Do something.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Same shots open for yellow. Skip stream.
Here it comes. This is for the whole enchilada right here. What kind of dad jokes you got for this last shot?
Oh, that's a tough one. Let me think about it. But do you know where nationals are?
Hibbing.
Who?
Yeah, Hibbing, Minnesota.
Oh,
Yeah. It's about an hour outside of Duluth.
warm.
So, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so warm. So, yes, both of these teams, here comes the last shot. We're going to see what Will does with Hammer in the 8th. Red needing a miss to force an extra end. We have no sweep on this. Once again,
Little out there.
it is wide. Oh, please don't be a steal for 2.
Oy.
Please don't be a steal for 2. We got hands up like saying good shot. Here goes Ben. Ben with the sweep. What happens?
Looks like
Is it 1 or 2?
2.
We got
Oh.
handshakes. It's 2. Ben, Tuscan Curlers coming through. Wow. Was not expecting that finish. Oh, man, I feel terrible. No, Tuscan Curlers with the steal of 2 in the last end.
Ooh.
That's never the way you want to finish a game.
Well, congrats to them.
Congrats to them.
Going to
Headed to Hibbing.
nationals.
They've been playing great all weekend, honestly, and to see them face up against adversity like that has been good for them. So outside, yes, a game of inches. We had a chat on the live stream here, but coming from Denver, Colorado, 5U national qualifier, a great event, Monte Carlo theme. We had a casino night, which was wild with all the raffle tickets and everything like that. We had 11 out of the 24 teams that were from out of town. It was a great event. So thanks once again to everyone who put on the event, everyone who participated. Thank you, Lila, for joining us. And then thank you most definitely to the volunteers and ICE crew. Obviously, these events would not be able to be put on without them. So we thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will see everyone on the flip side. Have a good night.